Hello, Gemini. Elsie here to do your reading for the week ahead, my friends. Happy Thursday to you. Thanks for stopping in on Air Day. I appreciate you. Thanks for being here. And I'm here with some oracles. We're going to read from Moonology first. And we're going to follow up with some Soul Journey oracle. Then we're going to look at Amira's coffee cup cards. And we're going to throw some tarot at it, find out what's going on. This reading is for the week ahead, Gemini. Whenever you find this, it will be for the week ahead. Whether you are Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter, or maybe it's something that has to do with the cross-watcher. I don't know. But thank you for cross-watching if you are. Let's find out where this is starting here. How was the full moon for you, my friend? Tell me in the comments. Did the full moon affect you at all? Do you have any Scorpio energy for starters? And it was a Scorpio full moon. Tell me how you fared through that energy. It was really exhausting for me as a Pisces moon and a Sag rising and a Taurus sun. It really exhausted me. All right, here we go. Let's find out what's going on for Gemini coming up in the week ahead. If you are brand new and you've never been here before, I appreciate you giving Ten of Cups Tarot a shot. And thank you. I hope you will stay. I hope you'll be in the comments. We like to be in the comments around here. Some of us, I definitely like to be in the comments myself. All right, so the first card we have here, or I was going to say, if you are the person who's the ride or die, thank you for that. I appreciate you, all the ways that you love me, your thumbs up and all of it. So we have the end of a tough cycle approaches here. We've got the full moon in Capricorn. So for some of you, this tough cycle that's approaching, the end of the tough cycle is a financial one because it is about Capricorn energy. Capricorn is the moneymaker, right? But it is a pentacle thing. So I want to say that the end of a tough cycle might be financial, but it might be 3D financial. Like it might be about your house or your car or your kids or, groceries or whatever. A lot of us are having a hard time in this economy, no matter where you are in the world. It's really terrible and tough for a lot of people. So the end of a tough cycle approaches, and I feel like for some of you, it's already ending. Like I want to say with the full moon energy, we're showing a full moon here. It says full moon in Capricorn. We just had full moon in Scorpio for sure, but this full moon energy is telling me that you've just let something go. We do have peace. I like it. So look, at the end of this tough cycle that is approaching, maybe for some of you, it's already something you've released, and in the week ahead is when you will get this, when you will find peace. I am a being of love, and I release all negative energy. So whatever this cycle was, if it was a hard one for you, a negative cycle, then I believe that you are going to find peace in the week ahead. We do have confidence is your key to success, and it's the new moon in Leo. So I feel like once we get through this energy of the end of the tough cycle that's approaching, I feel like you will find your confidence. Yeah, it feels like you'll realize where you need to step next. We do have fear. It's a little bit fearful though, right? I want to say your stability and your security is not something you'll have to worry about. We've got red in this card here. We also have violet purple, which is the third eye that's opening. So I want to say that for some of you, if you've been in sort of a really hard cycle financially or in your pentacle world, whether that's your job, maybe your home, your finances, whatever it is, I feel it says here, I realize that I am testing my resolve to live in the energy of love. So I feel like you're trying to shift your energy from a place of worry and fear to a place of love. All right, one more card and we'll get to the tarot. All right. The heart of a lion. I love it. Look, we have lions here. Maybe someone has a lion tattoo. You could be someone who has a tattoo. It feels like it's on an arm, not on a chest or a back. But I feel like you connect with lions. I want to say that you have the heart of a lion, or maybe you have a Leo placement possibly. We have strength and success. It's like nothing gets by you. It's like you've been through this before. You've been through these hard cycles before. And I want to say what's different about this one is that you will feel immediate peace once it's over. And that's how you'll know that you finally released whatever the hardship was. You've released it for good. We've got strength and success. I feel like this is you at the end of it all. I feel like you are standing there having conquered something, because this lion is on top of a hill or a mountain maybe. And it feels like this is strength and success. It feels like you're triumphant with something here. We've got the scales, and it says justice and documents. So for some of you, it could have something to do with a legal decision that's being said in your favor. If you are somebody who's waiting on a legal decision, waiting on money to be paid out because of a legal decision, the truth is going to come out. For some of you, it's just the truth. Things are going to balance themselves out, but for some of you, it could be documents that you're going to be receiving about a finality of something. It's like a finale, yeah, of something here. And it's going to be said in your favor. It's about money. There we go. Okay, so for some of you, if you're waiting on money because of something legal, or even if it's not legal, a decision to be made in your favor about something, I feel like it is about money. And so this, I feel like this end of this tough cycle is going to be the end of a tough financial cycle, is what it feels like here. All right, let's get some tarot, find out what else is going on for you, Gemini. Tell me more about Gemini, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Gemini, please. Tell me about Gemini. Tell me about Gemini. Tell me what the end of this tough cycle is, please. We do have, yeah, you're right at the end, right? The Nine of Wands. It's like you're almost at the end. I want to say that probably in the week ahead is where everything sort of comes full circle. We're looking at circles, right? It feels like something comes full circle in the week ahead. The Nine of Wands is being on the precipice of being able to drop the burdens that have been horrible and terrible that you've been carrying here. It's like you're waiting for it. You can see this person is looking off into the distance here. Yeah. Wondering where that last wand is, wondering where the Ace of Wands is. So I want to say you're almost there. Please don't give up. I know you're exhausted. I know that you're exhausted, my friend. Please don't give up. There is reprieve coming here. There is peace. And I feel like whatever is being settled in or out of court, whatever it is, there is a truth that's coming to the surface that is going to, for some of you, is going to be financial impact. The fish are about abundance and luck. Whenever you see fish in water, it's about the money that's flowing, the nutritious, like it's you know, fish are food as well, right? So I'm just picturing the shark from what is that show? Finding Dory. Fish are not food. Anyways, I get sidetracked. So when we see fish in water, it's all about, it's like a very easy flowing, nourishing kind of wealth. Yeah. So it could be financial wealth. It could be a health wealth. Tell me about the peace. It says, I am a being of love and I release all negative energy. You're going to be able to release something. Tell me more about this. We've got the Four of Pentacles. It's something you've been holding on to. And it's made you kind of closed off and shut down, miserly. It's like you've had to save every penny in order to be able to get through this cycle. You've had to save every penny, scrimping and saving. And then we have the Nine of Cups. I love it. Look at that. She's got her arms open. It's like, now we can relax. Let's party. Let's get together at the local watering hole and let's celebrate this. It feels like with the Nine of Cups that there is some type of wish fulfillment coming in. We've got the strength and success, right? And it comes up with the Nine of Cups, which is beautiful. So I feel like you are going to breathe a little easier, my friend. If it's not the week ahead, it's one a little bit further ahead than that. But it does feel like you are about to breathe easier. We do have the Three of Cups. Again, celebration, having fun, getting together with friends, reunions. We do have the Queen of Swords. For some of you, you might reunite with the Queen of Swords. I feel like you have liberated yourself from a situation that you've been stuck in, beating yourself up about. It could be something that you felt like you were just going to have to settle for the rest of your life here because of the Eight of Cups, but it isn't. It's something that you're wiggling out of that is being said in your favor. You're about to get some karmic balance here, karmic justice. All right. Tell me what else I need to know about Gemini, please. Tell me about Gemini. Your season is next, my friend, right? Tell me about Gemini. We've got the Six of Swords, we've got the Six of Pentacles, and we have the King of Cups. So I want to say, and then we got the Judgment card on the bottom of the deck. So with the Six of Swords, it tells me that you are literally, you have left something in the past. So Gemini, it feels like you have cut away from the chaos, I want to say. And the chaos, I feel, is like someone was bleeding you dry. You know, the Six of Pentacles is about reciprocity, but it's like, now I gotta not only give to you, but I gotta give to that one and this one and the bills and the mortgage and the house and the car. Like, it feels like you were being held prisoner by finances that were bleeding you out. Like, it feels like your finances were bleeding out. That's what it feels like here. So I feel like that this tough cycle that's ending, I want to say that things are going to flow a whole lot easier for you. And I want to also say that through this whole period of time, you could have a Scorpio placement, but this is Scorpio full moon, right? This is the Scorpio energy. I want to say that the reason that things are going to be a little easier in the week ahead is because you've decided to release some of this, because you're no longer keeping it within you, and you've decided to let go of the rough cycle. I feel like you faced whatever this tough cycle is, and it doesn't have to be financial for all of you. It could be for some of you, you're letting go of some burdens or getting across the finish line. Maybe something that you were trying to leave behind that kept following you. But it feels like with the King of Cups that you faced it with your poker face. Nobody really knows how tumultuous it was under the surface for you. Nobody really knows how hard it was for you to hold it all in. I feel like there is a decision here. This could be your decision or a decision that someone else is making here, but I feel like you're getting clarity on the Five of Pentacles. The Five of Pentacles, of course, is being on the outside with no help, right? Doing it all on your own. And I feel like with the Ace of Swords, it's telling me you got clarity about that. It's time to speak about it. I got to make some really big choices coming up, and that's on the bottom of the deck. So that is future energy for me. We have Virgo and Pisces energy here. It tells me that you're making a decision here at the end of this cycle that is going to bring you peace, but it also is going to send you on a very different trajectory in your life, that this is a path you've not been down before, my friend. It feels like there is something that is going to begin here as a brand new path. It's almost like you are Gemini. It feels like you are the phoenix coming out of the ashes. That's what it feels like. Everything got burnt to the ground, Elsie, and I'm just trying to get along until I can get the heck out of Dodge. That's what it feels like. Tell me about the Four of Pentacles. I feel like you are going to be able to feel peace. And if you've never felt it before, it's the most amazing and beautiful thing. You will have a shift at a place and time after you liberate yourself here from whatever this is, this truth, or whatever the scales are bringing into balance. I feel like you will feel a shift of peace here. Tell me why you're in the Four of Pentacles here. You're shut off, shut down here. I think you're holding on to hope that there will be peace here. We have the Seven of Pentacles. We have the Death card in the reverse, and we have the Two of Swords. So I feel like you've been blocked from peace. I feel like whatever this is, that you have been holding it in, holding it down, not telling anybody, dealing with it by yourself. And it's almost here, my friend. I feel you're emotionally exhausted. I feel like you're exhausted from taking action, from feeling like people are just stealing your money. That's what it feels like here. I feel like you will recoup the money. We have 6 and 4, which is 10. I feel like you will recoup the money. I feel like it's been this way for a really long time. The Seven of Pentacles tells me you put a lot of hard work into it, and it took a lot of time. But I want to say that when we get to the point where we're able to just release, I feel like you hesitate. We've got the Death card in the reverse, which tells me that you were holding off change, or you weren't ready to change. And so the Two of Swords is here, and that's what's blocking you from your peace changing. I feel like it's time to change. The Death card in the reverse tells me that it's probably going to happen in the week ahead, that you are going to realize that your inability to be flexible might have been a reason why you were stuck back here in this tough cycle. So it's about flexibility. I feel like you weren't very flexible. You couldn't see peace because your eyes were covered. You couldn't see things for what they were. And I feel like you were blocking your peace because you were unwilling to change. So I feel like there are some big changes coming up. We've got the Ten of Swords in the reverse, which tells me that things still aren't absolutely over as we go into the week ahead. That's what it feels like. Things are not, coming to a complete halt yet, but it does feel like at least you have some peace from whatever is going on here. We do have Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer energy here. We do have more Scorpio energy. And we do have Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Tell me about the Nine of Cups. I see you standing strong on top of this obstacle, because mountains can be obstacles, but they also can be achievements. And it feels like somebody here who is the heart of a lion, or like I said, maybe you've got a significant lion tattoo. I keep seeing it on somebody here on the arm, and or maybe the back of the calf. That could be what I'm looking at as well. We've got the Nine of Cups here. It feels like you are going to be able to release. That's what I see this as here. You're going to be able to release. You're going to be able to see your wish fulfillment. Maybe go out, have some fun with somebody and celebrate your win. We have the Nine of Cups in the reverse. We have the Eight of Swords, and we have the Page of Cups. It's a new cycle for you. It's a new beginning. I feel like what you are going to celebrate is whatever surprise is coming. I feel like you thought you'd have to wait a whole lot longer in order for this to come about, or for it to clear itself up. And I feel like you've been thinking sort of obsessively about what to do next. What's the next step? It feels like you were waiting for this thing to be said out loud, and I think it's here. We have the Nine of Cups here, which is the Nine of Cups in the reverse is coming up on the Nine of Cups in the upright, which is really very interesting. I feel like you never thought you would get here, that it was something that you feel like you didn't feel like you would be owed from the universe any wish fulfillment. You felt like your wish fulfillment was over. And I think there are a lot of indications here that you always had all the tools. I feel like you had to liberate yourself. I feel like you had to be brave enough to pursue the legal part of it, or get the truth, and really weigh out what you were doing in order to be able to get the balance that you need. So the Eight of Swords is with the Nine of Cups. I think that you just want to be happy. And I feel like this tells me here, the Page of Cups, that there is a little bit of happiness that comes from all of this. You will get that in the week ahead, but it's not near over. We did see the Ten of Swords in the reverse. So I feel like you're brave, is what I want to say. I feel like you're being brave, and whatever the situation is here, I feel like you've put enough work into it. I think you feared that it wouldn't work out for you, but your stability is here, I feel. Tell me what's going on here. Tell me what the outcome is here. We do have the Two of Wands. We have the Seven of Wands and the Ten of Cups. So it does feel like here that there is happiness. There is love. We go from the Nine of Cups to the Ten of Cups. It does really feel like somebody here is making a decision to leave something or somewhere, and it ends up in a legal battle of something to have to do with money. And it feels like you're dealing with it with yourself. And although you're feeling detached from the situation, that you haven't physically moved away from it yet. You feel like you still, in the midweek next week, have to really fight for getting rid of this block to find your peace. I feel like the Page of Cups is telling me it's going to surprise you that maybe by the end of the week next week, that this thing will figure itself out. We do have the Two of Wands and the Seven of Wands. It's 9 wands here, which is right here. So it tells me that you're almost on the precipice here of being very, very emotionally happy. We do have the Judgment, and it's after the judgment is set in your favor, or after you make the really big decision. In the meantime, I feel like this energy here at the bottom of the deck is telling me that you've been fighting for people to see you for who you really are, and that is very capable. I want to say whatever you want wants you. Things are about to work out in your favor. You've manifested all of this. It felt like it was really stuck in the mud. It wasn't moving. What are we doing? We're not looking over details. I feel like whatever it is, whether it's relationship or money or a job or moving or whatever it is, it's set in your favor here, because you've decided to stand up and be counted. Use that sword. Be really honest. I think you've beat yourself up enough, long enough, and it's time for you to celebrate in the week ahead. I'm going to go for now. Thank you so much for watching. I do appreciate you, and I'm going to go for now, but I'll be back, of course, because I'm always back. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.